Om Gananantva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunvannotibhiseda Sadhanam Om Shri Mahagadapataye Namaha Saraswatyai Namo Nityam Bhadrakalyai Namo Namah Veda Vedanta Vedanga Vidyasthanibhya Evacha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Together. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraha Stirairangaistushnuagam sastanubhihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh Swasti na Indro Vruddhashavaha Swasti nः Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarksho Varishthanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatirdadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. We'll read from mantra number 2, second khand, first Mundaka. Yada lelayate yarchihi samiddhe havyavahane tadajibhagavantarena आहुतिः प्रतिपादयेत् यस्याग्निहोत्रम् आदर्शम् अपौर्णमासम् अचातुर्मास्यम् अनाग्रयणम् अतिथिवर्जितञ्च अहुतम् अवैश्वदेवम् अविधिनाहुतम् आसप्तमास्तस्य लोकान्हिनस्ति. We had seen that this Upanishad has 6 sections, and the first section of this Upanishad deals with the para and the apara. Just come from this side, yes, this side. Para and apara vidya, and introduction to and goal of Paravidya. Ultimately, where Paravidya takes to you read when I say, don't worry, just keep the book, I'll tell you. So, this Aparavidya, Paravidya takes you to moksha, and Aparavidya should take you to Paravidya. If somebody is using Paravidya, Aparavidya, for purity of mind, then it will take you to moksha, otherwise it will take you to world only. The point is that we have three problems when we come. One is aniyantrit vyaktitva. Second is avishwasniya vyaktitva. And third is ajnani vyaktitva. We are born with uncontrolled personality, unfaithful personality, and ignorant personality. So the karma yoga and the upasana or rituals deal with the uncontrolled and unfaithful personality, and Jnana Yoga deals with the ignorant personality. Because when the mind is not ready, that means control is not there, and we don't have sufficient faith, that means the person does not have capacity to go inside his mind. He can't think on very pervasive thought whose object is very pervasive. So he will be misfit for Jnana Yoga. So Aparavadya tries to tackle these two aspects of the personality. If you remember, especially of AP2, A, B, C, D, E. So, there is something called life of dedication. Dedicated life, second is called religious life, and then third is called devoted life. And these three lives are prerequisite for spiritual life. When I say dedicated life, this refers to 2A, where on some part of Virat I offer myself. My object of thought is big. And the mantra of dedicated light is Tasmai, for you. Like you give water or food or money to something gross, seen. People develop cancer societies, they offer to the cancer societies. Some are working for children, some are working for women upliftment, some are working for some kind of poverty. They dedicate themselves or teaching the young, poor children to some dedicated life. This is called, you have chosen one part of Virat which is gross. Remember, it is Panch Mahabhutatmak. And you offer yourself. This kind of mind becomes free from its personal sorrows and joy. You have learned to identify with something other than my personal life. This tackles 2A. Then comes the 2B and 2C. And 2B was the ritualistic life, which I am calling it religious life, where you have the mantra was Swaha in that. Where the object of your thought is a Devata, which is not seen by the eyes. But your faith is more invoked. In the dedicated life where you are observing part of Virat, Less faith is required because you see somebody benefiting in front of you. There is some beneficiary who is seen, and you are a benefactor. Even if you don't have faith in God, etc., still you can help somebody. But when you come to the ritualistic and religious life, you have to have more faith that there is some devata called Indra, or there is some devata called Agni, there is some devata called Varun, there is some devata called Vishnu Bhagwan, etc. And you offer ahuti. So more discipline is required, more faith is required, more concentration is required, more mantras are required, and this is the 2B and 2C. So what is meaning? What is the point here? Swaha. And here also, please note, here you offer more discipline, that only this much, this can be offered. You cannot offer anything. And at this time it can be offered. With this mantra it can be offered. And this is the code of conduct for the one who is offering. He has to take bath before offering. He has to chant. He has to face a particular direction. So more a life of control and discipline and lack of laziness is likely here. Main thing is they are trying to remove the unsurrendered personality. Asamarpit vyaktitva is a dangerous thing. Because if somebody is not surrendered, so it will be a problem when he goes to Gyan Marg, because there you cannot become drishta of a strong ego. To become a drishta of the thought, one should be above the thought and his thought should be weaker. If ahankar and mamkar vritti is strong, you cannot see that thought objectively. You will be subjectively seeing your failure and success in life. And therefore much time has to be given in making this aspect softened. And therefore, the surrendered personality, to bring out the unsurrendered personality, is offered by saying Swaha repeatedly. When I constantly use the word I offer, and I am offering, so naturally there is an emotional impact of that physical action. And the emotional impact of that physical action is that I become little mellowed down. So this tackles the unsurrendered personality. This, I said, life of this religious life, where control aspect is there and faith aspect is there. Okay. So this is more to remember, to make ourselves available to the devatas. You have sensitizing yourself. There is some Indra, there is some I have taken, therefore I have to give. Dev Yajna is there, I have to do that. I have got from Sun Devata, I have got from Varun Devata, I have got from... Earlier the Bhoot Yajna will be done by 2A. The dedicated life is focusing on Manush Yajna and Bhoot Yajna. And the religious life is focusing on Dev Yajna, Pitra Yajna. And the devoted life is depending on Brahma Yajna and again Dev Yajna. I am repeating it once more. The 2A, which is a dedicated life, it is tackling with Bhoot Yajna. Bhoot Yajna means the human beings and the plants and the animals you are offering that. The 5 yajnas were there. The 2B, which is the religious and ritualistic life, focuses on offering back to Pitra and the Devatas. You are understanding now that I have got more, and I have to give back, I have got more. Not only from the seen world, but also from the unseen world. People sometimes say in the Pitra Paksh, can we distribute this food to the poor? I said, these two are different departments. Food distribution to the poor won't work because you have taken from Pitar and not from the poor. So Pitar Paksh Puja is different than the poor feeding. Don't mix it. Both have different results. Of course you should feed the poor. But that is not the substitute for this. Because Pitra will be hungry. There is different mantra for the Pitra. You are mixing and you don't believe in the Pitar because you don't see them. But they are there. So don't mix the issues. Not that I am not saying you should not distribute, you should definitely distribute. But Bhut Yajna should not be done to the cost of the Dev Yajna and the Pitra Yajna. There more faith is required. So dedicated life is different and the religious life is different. You have sensitized your mind, you have made yourself purer, you have made yourself more available. No, my father, my grandfather, all devatas have helped me. Therefore it is there. And Bhagwan Ram used to do Pitra Paksh Puja. He did the Shraddha of Jatayu. Bhagwan Ram did the Shraddha of Jatayu. And when he heard in Chitrakoot about his father's demise, he did the Shraddha of Dasharatha also. So to be, and sometimes you contemplate on to be the devatas, and that makes you more Tanmaya. Not Tanmayi, Tanmaya. And Tanmaya, what Tanmaya does? What Tanmaya does? Makes your personality more, you lose your own strong self. The whole sadhana is to make you forget your small self. Somehow you forget your small joy, your small personality, your small prarabdha, your small joy and sorrows. This is the to be aspect. Now coming on to 2D, which is a devoted life. And this will again tackle the unsurrendered personality. Whole challenge is to make the personality surrender. When I say surrender, it means taking the desire of the higher and giving my lower desire. Giving up my notion and taking the notion of the Lord. That is called surrendered personality. My desire I give up, I take, O God or O Guru, I take your desire. This is called surrendered personality. Okay. This is 2D and 2E. So the ritualistic aspect is left aside in 2D and 2E. It is more Namah, and Namah has come up now. So from Swaha you have promoted to Namaha. In Archana you do Namaha, and in Puja you do Samarpayami. So from Swaha you have promoted to Namaha, from Namaha to Arpana. So from Tasmai to Swaha, from Swaha to Namaha, from Namaha to Arpana. Well, slowly, let me first write. From Swaha to Arpana. No, from Swaha to Namaha. So Namaha means Name, it is not mine. In Swaha, you drop something grosser, jav, barley, food, something offer. Gross you offer. In Namaha you offer minus. And in Samarpayami you offer Ahankar. So ultimately Ahankar has to be tackled. This is the typical fellow to deal with. So this is 2D and 2E. So in the bhakti aspect, you have reduced the ritualistic aspect. You have not gone through the havan, etc. You are more focused on puja, jap, aradhana. And nowadays, this is more than the ritual because people are not there who know too much about rituals and mantras. So 2D and 2 is dominating more than 2B and 2C. And after being devoted, slowly got no. So this is dealing with the devotional aspect. So 2A was the dedicated aspect. 2B and 2C was the ritual and religious aspect. You are a religious person, and therefore without religion, spirituality is not possible. I went at some place, like Lucknow I went, one boy came. He said, Swamiji, I am not religious but I am spiritual. अब क्या बोले? Understood, no? That means I don't do any jap, I don't do any puja, I don't do any such thing, but I'm spiritual. Because spiritual you don't have to do anything. But I'm samadhani. So religion without spirituality is incomplete, and spirituality without religion is religious is impossible. You have to go through these processes. And therefore, if Sandhya Vandan is done when you have not taken sannyas, in Sandhya Vandan also you have to offer to the sun the arg, you have to do the jap, upasthan has to be done, and many things have to be done. It is a religious aspect. You have to discipline. Timing is very important in that. Timing is very important in Sandhya Vandan. Morning Sandhya is there. If you do when it is already full, sun is there, the result is minimum. Best Sandhya result is coming when it is dark. Well, night, not night. So you have to do after. Well, morning Sandhya I'll do in the night only. Sometimes some people have to go early in the morning airport. So lazy. So for 5:30, 4 o'clock I have to leave. I'll take bath and sleep. So they took bath and they slept. So they don't have to take bath. Actually, after sleeping, only bath has to be taken. Because one asur comes while you sleep. Oh, therefore I change. When you sleep, one Jambha asur comes. Jambha asur. When you yawn, Jambha asur comes. When you yawn, Jambha asur is there. So when you open your mouth wide, he enters. And therefore, immediately one has to take achman if he yawns during puja. Puja, it is banned to yawn. Immediately he has to take achman to quieten that. Otherwise, it will take away your punya, etc. So, it is not that you cannot take bath. You have to take bath. Well, can I do puja without taking bath? No. You have to take bath. This question they ask in the question answer. So can I do jap? Yes, you can do jap, but why won't you take bath? My question is this. Hardly it takes 10 minutes to take bath. 15 minutes at the most, lazy person. So 2A. So how can they walk without taking bath? I can't understand this point. 3 times I take bath. Not twice. 3 times. In a day, not in a week. So, thrice I take. Morning, afternoon and evening. and some take bath in the night, I have heard, because they say they get good sleep or something like that. I don't mind, but at least before puja you should take bath. Let me tell you about bathing. It's another subject. I'll be digressing. But it is more of an emotional bath also. With the physical bath, your mind also gets purer. Anyway, that topic is different. So 2, I hope you understood. So surrendered personality you have got. And continue this. For how long? Depends how much unsurrendered personality is there. So there is no shortcut Gurudev used to say there is no shortcut to spiritual life. Only shortcut is to cut short your ego and find a way through that towards the Lord. And more you do shortcut, more it will become longer sometimes. Sometimes I found they went through a shortcut route. They did not know. They have forgotten now. Long route has to be taken. And that GPRS, kya hai? GPS. It's so confusing at times. It takes you through another way. Amlazi it took you. GPS. So Agnihotram, I hope this is now clear, where it is attacking. Where it is attacking. What happens to the ritualistic, where you become ritualistic? Please note, you are doing ritual, it is not ritualistic. Where you stop on 2C and don't go to 2D and E. That means you are not totally doing, God is not coming into picture, and then you will go to Swarglok. You are not bringing God into picture. You stop at Indra, you stop at Agni Devata. So it is incomplete, it is not progressing to the spiritual life, and that will be condemned in 7th mantra. The same section will condemn those people. So till 6th mantra is the praise of this ritual. From 7th mantra is the censor. So let us see what is said here. So this is the background of why these rituals are there. And it will take away many problems. Dekho, Bhagwan Krishna did ritual. He went to Upmanyu Rishi to learn Shivji's Vidya. And there he shaved his head and all these things. Bhagwan Ram, there is some place called Devi Patnam near Rameshwaram. I also went there. So in the Samudra, in the ocean itself, Navagraha is there. Navagraha. And Durva grass is there. Durva grass we get in from the ocean. Many of you, I went 3-4 times. Inside the ocean, you have to come down and do parikrama of each graha 9 times. 9 times of each. 9 into 9. And then you do parikrama and offer that grass, and particular, every graha has a different color, so we offer all that. Priests are there. Remember that. Oh, Bhagwan Ram ne ritual kiya. Bhagwan Krishna did the ritual. When Bhagwan Krishna went to find Samantak Mani from Jambavan, his father Vasudeva ji propitiated Devi. And he did Devi Puja at that time. And therefore so much of prosperity was there in India, and so much of brightness was there. And so many geniuses used to come in India because of 2A to 2E. Why not other countries brought out such rishis and saints? Why not Bhagwan took avatar there? This is the reason. I mean, every morning if you pass through certain villages, you will still hear, earlier you were hearing a lot, Swaha, Swaha. This sound was reverberating in the house. And that made the house very pure, and environment was very suitable and conducive for your quiet life. Because I told you that 5-6 points what the ritual does. It pleases the devatas, it binds the society, it harmonizes your internal personality, it takes away your sin, etc. It makes you prepared for the future spiritual life. You are more ready, you have more quieter environment with that. When these things stopped or lessened, then only our fall started. Now let me move ahead to 3rd mantra. Now there are 6 adjectives to Agnihotra. If somebody does this Agnihotra but does not do, or somebody doesn't do this properly, 6 things, then the fruit is very less. Or if you wrongly do it, the fruit can be negative also. So for get the full benefit of Agnihotra, this other Nitya karma has to be performed. So, what are those nitya karma? Nitya doesn't mean daily. Nitya means definitely. Niyat. Within a certain span, some karma is done once in a fortnight, some once in a week, some every day. Nitya need not be. Agnihot compulsory, mandatory. Mandatory within a certain time span. It may not be daily. Sandhya Vandan is daily, twice a day. But some are once in fortnight. Some are once in 4 months. Let us see what is it all about. So you may not have heard, but the Upanishad is saying, so they are adjectives to Agnihotra. So it is written here, Yasya Agnihotram, see the word here. Adarsham, one is number one, Adarsham. Second is Apaurnamasam. Third is Achaturmasyam. Fourth is Anagrenam. Fifth is Atithi Varjam. Sixth is Sixth is Avaishwadevam. Well, Ahutam will go later on. Sixth is over. Sixth is over. 6 rituals with Agnihot and 2 conditions of itself. Ahutam is telling about not done properly or done at a wrong time. But 6 are rituals associated with Agnihotra and 2 are conditions of Agnihotra. So one is Kal, other is Vidhi Anusaranam. I'm repeating it. So first one is Adarsham. Don't say Darsham. Adarsham. Apaurnamasam. A means that which is devoid of this. Adarsham. Second is Apaurnamasam. Third is Achaturmasyam. Fourth is Anagrenam. Fifth is Atithi Varjitam. And sixth is Avaishwadevam. These are the 6 satellite rituals required for the main ritual. What? Satellite rituals. Oh. This is satellite. So if you do satellite rituals also, main ritual will be good. Like some guest comes, supposing. So you said, I'm going to meet somebody. Or somebody is coming to meet me, he has come to talk to me. So after that, offering bouquet, offering a cup of tea, offering a book of Gurudev, these are satellite. Talking is the main thing, but these are the satellite welcoming, satellite rituals are required. So what is satellite rituals? Let's see now. You may not have heard about it, but those who do it, they do it. So that adarsham, darsh means to see. Adarsham means not seen. Which day is it? Amavasya. So there is one Amavasya, one ritual is done in Amavasya. And therefore earlier days there was a day of not studying. Anadhyapan Divas. It was not Sunday. It was on Amavasya, on Paurnamasi, Ashtami of Krishna Paksh and Ashtami of Shukla Paksh. So these days students were not studying at all. Oh, why don't you follow it here? Let us bring immediately into practice. Without any delay. And not studying was not like the Sunday was there. This was the rituals day. They were doing more upasana and contemplation on what they have studied. That was their purpose. Anadhyan. I'll talk about that later on. Now about this Sunday. Sunday is not the TV day and wasting time and fighting in the house. That is not the day. So then what is there? Adarsham means it is Amavasya day and monthly ritual on Amavasya. Which please note satellite ritual. Main is Agnihotra. And this is satellite ritual. And next is Apaurnamasam, which is done in Purnamasi, to be done on Prathama. Purnamasi, Prathama. Prathama, Purnamasi, one is solar waning of the moon, one is waxing of the moon. So when the moon grows, that is called the Prathama, first day of the brighter fortnight. It's called Prathama. Third point, Achaturmasyam. This is not Chaturmas Vratam of a sannyasi. Don't confuse that. This is not Chaturvadam. So this Chaturmasyam ritual of Grahast, this is to be done by Grahast. Don't confuse. To be done once in 4 months. It starts from Phalgun. And for each Chaturmas, once in 4 months, Chaturmasyam is that Chaturmasyam of sannyasis are different. That Chaturmas of sannyasis is starting from June, July. When it starts raining in India, so sannyasis don't go out for wandering because it is flooded everywhere. It is flood and walking is difficult. So they were staying in some temple or they were staying in some kind of ashram and satsang was there for them. Chaturmas ho raha unka. Satsang was going on. This is the only work. So sannyasis were doing satsang. But that is not here. I am repeating it please. Because I have seen books in which Chaturmas has been translated as sannyasis Chaturmas. In Mundaka Bhash somewhere. Somebody wrote a commentary, Chaturmas ko usko bana diya. And this is for Grahast. Sannyasi can't do all this ritual. Chaturmasyam hai nahi uska matlab. Kya ji? Therefore Bhashkar writes, Chaturmasya karma varjitam. Anyway, this is the third or fourth? Third ho gaya. Fourth, anagranam. If you want to remove I can remove everything. Then you can say you have to do darsh, paurnamasam, chaturmasyam, agranam, vaishwadevam, atiti pujanam. Is used to negate that if it's devoid of this. If you have to say no, what are the 6 rituals to be done along with Agnihotra? Then we'll say darsh, paurnamas, chaturmasyam, agranam, vaishwadevam. So what is next one? Agranam. Harvested grain ways there. Earlier days, if the crops were harvested, supposing rice came, or dal came, or the wheat came, so first bag was given to some temple, etc. This is still does in the villages. So first bag of rice, depending on how much you have harvested, half kg to 20 kg, some had very big field, 10 sacks has been given to this temple, they has been given to this ashram. That is compulsory. Otherwise they feel that next time I won't get this harvest. And therefore out of fear they offer it. But here it is said that you offer that wheat rice to the Havan Kund also. While doing Havan you offer to the Devatas so that they are happy. That is called Agranam. And devoid of that is called Anagranam. I hope you are in that. This is 4th number. Is it clear? You will remember that? Fine. 5th is Avaishwadevam. So Vishwadeva are Devatas. 5 rituals are there. Vishwadeva are there. Them Devatas are there. 5, 6. So those who are not offering something to that Vishwadeva. So that is called fire ritual is there. Oblations to be offered to that fire ritual. Vishwadeva. That is called Vaishwadeva. This is all satellite ritual. This is 5th number, Vaishwadeva. Vaishwadeva means that Agnihotra which is without. All are in this particular mantra, all are adjective of Agnihotra. Therefore, has been used. That devoid of this, devoid of this, devoid of this, then they will get a bad fruit. This is mentioned here. So this is Vaishwadeva. This is 5th. 6th, Atithi Puja. So it is written here, Atithi Varjitam. So Atithi Puja. So one grahast has to be fed per day. This was the rule. Grahast has to feed someone. So before he was taking food, he got out from his house and he was saying if somebody requires a food. And maybe a priest is there, maybe a sannyasi is there, maybe somebody may be crossing the village. So he is searching for somebody because his ritual will not be complete. Otherwise he will not get the desired fruit. I hope you are understanding. So this is there. This is. So Vaishwadev, please bring it after Atithi Barjitam. For understanding, It is to be brought in that. Ahutam is not something not done. Ahutam is not a separate ritual. They are separate rituals. 6 separate rituals are there. And ahutam is not done in proper way and proper time. That is called avidinahutam na ahutam. Is it clear now? So this is 6 plus 2. 6 rituals have to be done and 2 are conditions rather. 2 conditions are there. So ahutam, don't mix it. When I was chanting, everybody just said ahutam. Ahutam is not a separate ritual. It is not properly done. Done in a wrong manner. On a wrong day, wrong time. Wrong mantras are used. Clothes are not clean. Like this is there. Ahutam is there. A lot of things are there in doing that. Oh. Supposing he does, then what will happen? Don't get scared. Asaptamas tasya lokan hinasti. His 7 generations get destroyed. अरे एक छोड़ो उनकी क्या गलती बेचारों की. I will not describe the whole thing. In other words, so Bhashyakar writes, Ayas matram tu. It is only just effort you are doing. You are doing Agnihotra, but you are not doing it completely. And if you remember, this happened in Bhagavan Krishna's Leela. The Brahman were doing offering, and Bhagavan Krishna sent some of the Gal to get food from them. And they did not even look. They were busy in doing their own ritual. He said, I am hungry, please give me some food. And they thought why to give to him. And then all Gwal came back to Bhagavan. They said, okay, go and ask their wives. They are quite devoted. And then they had a big repentance. Batao, Bhagavan ko hi nahi khila paye. So because that Devta is in human being also, and therefore it has to be fed in some manner. So when we satisfy a human being by offering that food, etc., then that particular Devta in that person also gets satisfied. And therefore Atithi should be there. Atithi. So Atithi means one whose time is not there. Atithi is not actually translated as guest in English. Because guest comes for, guest word is just for some chacha, mama, uncle, auntie, who have come to visit the house and go out for going to Ushaka or Gateway. They want to see the beaches in Cape Town. Cape Town is very hot spot for visiting. They want to see, what is it called? Table Mountain, this park, that park, Penguin Park, then Ostrich Park, and then what is it called? Vineyard, lot of things are there. They are not called strictly Atithi. They are called guest. Atithi means in Sanskrit whose date is not decided when they will come. It is not fixed. Sannyasi's date is not fixed that he will come on your door. Or anybody crossing the village, his date is not fixed. His eating is not fixed. He has not organized his life. He has not organized especially his food, shelter. Totally, this is the person. And he doesn't have a capacity to organize. The one who already has a capacity to live in a good hotel and he is coming in your house just to stay because he doesn't want to give his money, that is not strictly called Atithi. That is called third class Atithi. So 7 lokas are destroyed. This is one meaning. In other words, is that it will not give result in short. And maybe it can give some negative result also. Just this much is enough. We're not going to Bhashyakar. Now again he is telling about how the flames will start. Kali karali chamano javacha Sulohitaya cha sudhumra varna Sphulingini Vishwaruchi cha Devi Lelayamana iti sapta jihvaha. So here he is going to offer on the Havan Kund, that Yajman. And there are seven kinds of tongues of the fire is there, called flames. Tongue. Why fire? Because fire is very honest. Out of the 5 elements, fire is the honest most. Whatever it offers, it distributes to all 4. If you offer something to the earth will keep it in itself. Water will keep in itself. Air will keep, but the fire will convert into air and take it to all other places. In the form of rain, in the form of something. So it distributes to all 4 elements. Therefore, fire is very honest courier service. And it is a Devata. So 7 kinds of tongues are there when you do Havan. And what is it? Because they were living, therefore their observation is there. If you live close to somebody, you will observe what kinds are there. Like Eskimos are there, they observe what kind of snows are there. So here they'll say, okay, these kinds of fire flames are there. For we will not know, we'll say all are same. Because we have not observed anything. We will not know that. If you don't know Chinese, all letters appear same. And if you don't know Vedanta, all are saying the same thing, why trouble yourself? All Upanishad, there is a difference in that. You don't know, keep quiet. So, 7 flames tongues are Kali. This is not Kali Devi. Kali means dark colored. Kuch bol diya jahan. Dark colored. That means twigs had some moisture in them. So, dark colored. Karali. Karali means fierce flames are there. Shoot suddenly out. And instinctively it goes back. That is called Karalish. Forcefully, suddenly and forcefully it comes out and goes back like this. Like this. It's called Karali. Don't put child's name. So Kali. And second is Karali. And third is Manojava. Manojava. Fast moving like a mind. Swift one. It moves like a swift, very fast. Flames appear and disappear repeatedly like a mind. Everywhere, कितना small differences है. Manojava, that is called Manojava. Fast moving, appearing and disappearing like the mind. Next is Sulohita. Thick and red. Lohit means red. Deep, thick and red kind of flames are there. White is red. Carbon content is more in that. Therefore, redness comes in the flames. Sulohita. Red, big, thick flames are there. Cut. Sulohita chao. Next is Sudhumra Varna. Smoky colored flame. Smoky. Ash colored is there. Sudhumra Varna. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sphulingini. Sphulingini means sparkling one. Sparkling. Sphulingini. Sparkling one. Sparks come. Chat dhani comes in that. Chat. That is called Sphulingini. That means many dried twigs are there in that. Dried twigs. If it was moisture, then Kali will come out. This Pulingini. Then Vishwaruchi, last one. Vishwaruchi. Vishwaruchi means what? Multicolored. Ruchi means color. And Vishwa means various kinds of color are there. Blue, yellow, white, some kind of changing colors are there. Devi is not another flame. Devi will go with all. बोले देवी भी एक फ्लेम है. देवी इज नॉट अ फ्लेम. देवी विल गो विद विश्वरुचि और स्फुलिंग एक्सेट्रा. Oh. And lelayamana, they are dangling, they are moving about. ऐसे 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 like flame. ऐसे ऐसे होते हैं ना, when you move, when you eat, like that it moves. Similarly, the flame, the tongue of the fire also moves. ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे. It is asking for food. और दो, और दो, और दो. Therefore, name of fire is anal. Alam नहीं है. Alam nast. It is anal. Anal means not enough. और दो, और दो. More you give, more fire will ask you. Anal. Lelayamana. Iti sapta jivvaha. These are 7 tongues. 7 tongues of Agni Devata. For the sake of swallowing the oblations. So you say, okay, I'll offer it to Indra, I will offer it to Varun, I will offer it to Vishnu Bhagwan, I will offer it to Rudra, I will offer all Devatas. So he has been unanimously appointed Agni Devata. Without, you cannot bypass that. So this is just given to tell that such flames should be brought out and then you offer Havan. Don't be in a hurry. Because tongue ही नहीं है. Somebody is not putting the tongue, you are throwing on the food. ऐसे नहीं होगा. तो किसको खाना जा रहा है? टंग तो हुआ ही नहीं, बाहर ही नहीं टंग आ रही है उनकी. Whom you are feeding? Swaha. Swaha is the name of wife of Agni. Agni's wife is called Swaha. Shakti is there. So you have to keep on calling her Swaha. Without Swaha you should not offer. And exactly when you say Swaha, then only you have to offer. Swaha बोले अभी ऑफर किया 5 मिनट बाद. ऐसा नहीं है. या पहले ही बोल दिया, बोले स्वाहा, पंडित जी स्वाहा बोल दिए, ये भूल गए ऑफर करना, फिर बाद में ऑफर किया सब लोग. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. When Pandit ji has said, and you also to chant Swaha, so all those who are offering, they also have to chant Swaha. Because you are calling that Devata, and I am offering it to you. And don't say mentally Swaha. Don't be so lazy, please. Some are so lazy, I cannot say. Mama Haranama Parvati is there, so just some Mama Haranama Parvati. You have to chant Swaha. And exactly Swaha point, that means लो खाओ. लो खाओ. और ओ लोग खाओ तो मुंह में डाल दो उसके. लोग खाओ बोलो, डाले ही नहीं, वो मुंह खोल के बैठा है. तो ऐसा नहीं होगा. Take it. So Swaha. अब this is mentioned. अब this, now these are the ways mentioned. Now 5th and 6th are the Phal Shruti. What fruit he will get if he is doing Sakam Upasana. This is what is going on. This is 2B and 2C. 2B and 2C is going on. ठीक है? एतेषु यश्चरते भ्राजमानेषु यथा कालं च आहुतयो याददायन् तन्नयन्त्येता सूर्यस्य रश्मयः यत्र देवानां पतिरेकोऽधिवासः. अब देखो बहुत this person, this seeker, he did Agnihotra along with the rituals, satellite rituals, 6 plus 2 for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. And what was the bhav? Tell me. May Indra you be happy, may Prajapati you be happy, may Surya you be happy. It is more a thought level offering of himself. Now tell me what will happen after that. That thought which he has offered of you be happy, you be happy, you be happy, you be happy, be happy, you be happy, you be happy. It has all collected in the Hiranyagarbha, in the cosmic mind. And now after being collected, from there now same Devata will now give back you the thought, now I want to make you happy, you happy, you happy. So when his time of departure comes, when his time of death comes, so why he comes? Yahascha eteshu brajmaneshu, that means after doing Agnihotra in this ahuti, which is shining, yatha kalam, as per the day, not that you did at the wrong time. In this happens in America. Diwali is celebrated on Sunday, Saturday. ऐसा नहीं होगा. जिस दिन है we have to celebrate on that day only, because holiday is not there on another day. So Saturday Diwali हो गई, Sunday Diwali हो गई, कभी कभी कर दिया. On that time, बोले अग्निहोत्र I did not do in that time, let me do in the night. No, it cannot be done in the night. It has to be done in the morning and evening. You cannot do that in the night especially. Well, I am free after 12 o'clock. No, you wait. But I will sleep at that time. Eteshu yascharate brajmaneshu yatha kalam charate. Charate is a verb here. Tam adadayan. Sanskrit students में I told also yadadayan is the chandas prayog. It should be adadana. So it is a leading. I must have mentioned this to you. It is leading. Now, when it's time of this, all the ahutis that he offered, they come as a damsel and they come as a usher. Usher they come. Come. Tam nayanti etaha ahutayaha suryasya rashmayaha. So they become the sun's rays and they nayanti. They take this. Take whom? This Yajman who had been doing. Please come. Where? Where Indra is there. Devanam patireko divasa. Indra is there. Swarglok. Swarglok they are going. Why? Because all what he has given, you be happy, that same thought is coming to them. Same thought is coming to him. That particular person or Yajman, because what is the meaning of Indra? Indra means who has high level of joy. The pervasiveness of his authority is there. I told you many times, the pervasiveness of the thought converts into pervasiveness of authority in the next birth. Because he had already given lot of joy by offering, take this joy. So all the joy had accumulated for so long, and therefore many times you feel there is no fruit coming. I am saying it is maturing. Wait. It is maturing. It will come in its own time. धीरे धीरे रे मना सब धीरे धीरे होए. माली सींचत 100 घड़ा ऋतु आवत फल होए. The gardener may keep on watering the plant 100 times, 100 pots, but only at the right time the flower and the fruit will come. So you can keep on doing that. So tam nayanti eta suryasya rashmayah yatra devanam patireko divasa. And there devanam pati means Indra. They are taking him to that Indralok, Swarglok. This is not high class Swarglok. This is not deluxe Swarg. This is middle Swarg. Deluxe Swarg next will get. Next month. Who has done 2C also along with 2B. This is only 2B. He has done only ritual. 2B plus C. If he does meditation also along with the ritual, he will get high class Swarg. And sweet, etc. is there. This is the middle class Swarg. Because he has not done 2C along with 2B. He has not meditated on that. बोले आओ आओ आइए 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 प्लीज कम तम नयंती अशर करके ले जा रहे हैं ये हियर ऑल्सो यू डू सम गुड वर्क दिस इज द फ्रूट भाई हाँ यू हैव फेड अ लॉट एवरीबडी यू हैव गिवन लॉट ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट फुली यू फेड सो व्हेन यू विल ऑल्सो ईट सो पीपल विल से प्लीज take this please come you go to somebody's house please come sometime you enter nobody sees also where are you what we have given is coming back to in some form or the other. It depends on what you have offered. You have offered respect, you will get it back because it is all getting collected in the cosmic mind. So this completes the 6 mantras. Where is 6 mantra? So one is remaining. I am telling you, not all today, but tomorrow it will be concluded. So tomorrow we will complete the 6th mantra and then we will move forward to transition. Not Paravidya. There is a transition shlokas are there. They are in transit. We will see tomorrow time is over. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om
Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibho Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu Har 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 Hara Namo Shiva 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 Shiva